My name is Leticia.
And I am Lombardo. And I'm just going to start you guys off with a little background information on how it was created and who created it. And this is Ben Gulak, the creator of the Uno, and he's actually from Milton, Ontario. And so in 2006, after a trip to China, he decided to create it because of so much smog pollution caused by heavy use of small motor vehicles. And he decided to give everyone an eco-friendly alternative. So his initial design efforts, which are right here, consisted of an angle iron frame with wheelchair motors, batteries, and gyroscopes. He talked about his very first test ride as absolutely terrifying and resulted in a crash and a chipped kneecap. Some other problems which happened early in the project included a series of electric fires which ignited more than once. So, California robotics expert Trevor Blackwell, which is right here, who had previously designed a unicycle, a single-wheeled gyro-stabilized vehicle, as well as a two-wheeler that resembled a Segway, which is this one right here, decided to help him. So he joined Gulak to iron out the initial problems. Blackwell and Gulak redefined the Uno's gyro control system so the machine would properly balance and move smoothly. Gulak used the revised plans to develop his prototype with the help of Werner Haas, an engineer of Veltronics Ltd. of Brampton, Ontario, John Casentini of Motorcycle Enhancements, a custom motorcycle builder in Oakville, Ontario, and his research partner Jason Moore. So the vehicle had its first public unveiling at the Toronto Spring Motorcycle Show in 2008 and was awarded top 10 prize in Popular Science's list of 2008 inventions award. In an episode of CBC's Dragons Den, Gulak won over the Dragons with a venture capital of $1,250,000 for 20% share and further development of the unicycle. However, sometime after the deal fell apart and due diligence, and only Brett Wilson of the Dragons paid his portion, which was $250,000. And Ben Gulak states that in order to improve the safety and usability of the Uno, his company BPG Inc. developed the Uno 3, which is right here, and it basically is able to transform from the classic one to one that's like a complete motorcycle. So two rear wheels coming so close together that they resemble a single wide wheel. The Uno 3 transform between these two modes while being ridden. And there's just a little video that we're going to show you after. And now this is going to take over.
Okay, for now I will introduce the production description. First, the Uno is an electronic powered virtual and either a one-wheeled motorcycle or electronic on-cycle. It's more actually a D-cycle. You see, that's before, that's after. We can use the general, transfer the general motorcycle. And created by placing two closely spicy unique drive wheels. Here, the next. Side by side at the center point of vehicle. It's small enough. Enough to fit in elevator and or bring inside apartment, and stable enough and handle your morning rush hour. Though we can see the video.
Yeah. That's the way it looks actually when you're ready.
That's the transformer procedure.
From China, they are 3 kilowatts a piece, which is more than enough power to push the product. And when it's in Uno 1 mode, when it's just the 2 wheels, it's plenty of product. And then, of course, when it goes into the 3 wheels, it maxes out the motors, and therefore you can reach 60 kilometers an hour. There are also other motors on the bike, like auxiliary type motors that handle the tilt of the bike. So when you lean side to side, that way the suspension will be able to move, as well as the third wheel, which opens up the bike, and then that way you can be going a lot faster with the motorcycle. They're actually 500 watts a piece, and have been tweaked specifically to maximize the torque and get as much efficiency. If you start shaking, the bike will stabilize itself and it will stop you from rocking. So again, safer. You don't need a license. You don't need insurance because it is under scooter law as well. It is much safer.
Okay, so I'll talk about Netherlands. Netherlands includes Holland, Germany, and Belgium. It's located in the northwest side of Europe. It has a lot of lakes, and most of the land is below sea level. The head state is monarch, so they answer to the prime minister, leader of the largest party in the Netherlands.
So now we're gonna do the SWOT analysis of like our product in the Netherlands. So I'm gonna start off with the strengths, and so basically, but what we mean by makes the country move faster, the whole populace of the Netherlands will be like moving faster instead of walking, since you don't need insurance, which is another strength. So anyone can really drive it. It's eco-friendly, obviously, because it's electric. It's faster than a bicycle because Netherlands actually has a lot of bicycles, like a lot of people ride bicycles there, and it takes people further.
A weakness of this product would be it is more expensive than a bicycle. Like he mentioned, Netherlands is the biggest bike riders in the world. They have the biggest and push more electric products.
And our threats, like really the only other threat we would have is other transportation corporations such as Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, Harley Davidson, and Indian motorcycles, because they're so similar, like because they are motorcycles and ours is like it goes from like an Uno motorcycle to a motorcycle, so that would really be our only competition. And also the cost might be too expensive because it's from around like $5,500 to $6,000 per bike. But again, some of those like might be cheaper than like this competition. So yeah. And our bridge statement is bringing the future today.
Thanks a lot.
And actually, we have one last video.
Oh, sorry. Video.
And it's actually like Ben Gulak in Dragon's Den. It's how he like sold the fish and everything.
Yeah?
Yeah. Awesome.
You have to put it into PowerPoint. And then
Control.
Relax. Don't watch me.
Watch TV.
whoops, my bad.
Hi, I'm Ben Gulak. I'm 19 years old. I'm from Milton, Ontario. My product is the Uno, and my company is BPG Technologies. And I'm looking for $1.25 million for 15% of my company.
$1.25 million for how much?
15%.
You didn't say 50, you said
15. 15.
Okay. It better be good.
I brought these for you. Unfortunately, the bike is in California right now, so.
And this is your invention, Ben?
This is my invention.
Is this you riding it, Ben?
Yeah, I'm the test rider / programmer.
Ben's 19 now, but he dreamed of the Uno when he was barely 16 after a trip to China with his parents. It's still only a prototype, but Popular Science has already named the Uno one of this year's top 10 inventions.
Is it stable?
It's completely stable. I mean, it has active balancing, so when you're actually riding it, it doesn't feel like you're doing anything. It does all the guesswork and thinking for you.
Is it real? Like it's real? Like you built this?
This is a real life-size prototype.
Can we see the video on it?
This home video shows how Ben keeps the electric-powered Uno upright using intuitive gyroscopes. Ben hopes it'll replace gas-run scooters and motorcycles in pollution-choked cities around the world.
It is so cool looking.
Oh, thank you. I did all the design
it's so
work
cool.
myself.
So this is meant for Bangkok and Hong Kong and crowded urban centers.
Any really highly populated, overdense cities.
How fast does it go?
Right now it goes 15 miles per hour. That's for a whole bunch of reasons.
And at any speed it maintains its balance? How does it do that?
Well,
the potential there for the economics and the population standards and the traffic and the driver trade. You guys are
Thank you.
good job. Excellent. Very good.